Hello. Yep. Mike 8, yep.
The Army Cup final last night produced a 5-goal thriller, with 3 para defeating 2-3 para Royal Engineers by 3 goals to 2. A thrilling game. What's the RAF Cup final going to produce today? Welcome to the Roar Charging Stadium, home of Oxford City FC, for the 2023 RAF Cup final. RAF Boulmer making a welcome return to this competition for the first time in 23 years. They won it in the year 2000, but they're up against last year's winner, RAF Cosford.
Cosford have nicked it.
Dangerous place to lose it.
Absolutely. Right in front of goal then, that's Gosling. And that
go.
is in, well done. And it's with Gosling here on the left wing as he does what he does.
Oh.
And he's done it again. Jake Gosling with a brace of goals here. Gosling from RAF Cosford already 2 goals up. Has a third attempt and he is in again. That is a Gosling hat-trick. That is how you do it. Well done, Jake Gosling.
Well, let's get the views now, shall we, of both the head coaches as we look forward to the game. Well, I've got Tom Richardson with me now. He's the manager of the RAF Boulmer team. Tom, it's a long time since the team was in the final, what, 23 years? Hoping to get a bit of extra silverware to add to the collection.
Oh, absolutely. It'd be amazing. It's great that the team have got here this year. They've worked really hard, had some tough fixtures, and there's no doubt today's going to be a tough game, but clearly to get here, we've won each game so far, so hopefully we can do the same today.
And you scored a lot of goals in the process.
Yeah. Whether that's us, the opposition, we've got a good team. We're competitive, so we like to try and play as much as possible in the attacking third, and fingers crossed that we can get the goals today again.
What's been the difference this time then? I mean, it's 23 years is a long time since RAF Boulmer reached the final.
Oh, I'd love to know. Obviously, I've not been there for the full 23 years between now and then. Then and now, sorry. But yeah, hopefully we've added a little bit of structure and organisation, and we've got some good players and given players an opportunity to go on and play, and we've done all right so far. So,
Well, good luck.
thank you very much, John.
Well, Sam Pocock, the manager of the RAF Cosford team. Sam, another big final to look forward to. Holders of the trophy, I'm sure you don't want to let go of this.
No, I actually lost it last week. Couldn't find it to bring it back down to give to the RAFFA. So certainly not something I want to do again. And we're fully prepared to hopefully take it back to Cosford.
You've got a strong side. You know what this competition's all about, but you're going to be up against RAF Boulmer, who are maybe a bit of an unknown quantity. After 23 years, it's their first final.
Yeah, most definitely. I've never come across them before in station football, but what we found this year is that being the holders, we're a sort of potential scalp for anybody, so we're fully prepared, and hopefully the boys can do the job for us today.
And what would it mean to retain this title then?
Oh, I mean loads. It's a competition and a trophy that we hold in really high regard, and it's the pinnacle of station football, so yeah, mean everything to retain it, because it doesn't happen very often.
We wish you well.
Thank you. Cheers.
And a very good afternoon to you from the home of Oxford City Football Club. Yes, we're here today at the Raw Charging Stadium for the match that is going to decide this year's RAF Cup Championship. And it's been an extraordinary competition so far. Just looking down the match programme with so many of the decisions that have gone, with so many goals being scored in the matches so far. I'm joined by Andy Kuchar, the RAF head coach. Cookie, great to have you with us here once again for this game. And last year, of course, we had the RAF Cosford team. They're back again and looking to retain that trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. And firstly, thank you very much, John, for the invite, and hopefully expecting a really good game here at Oxford City. But yeah, absolutely, the Cosford team, we know they were strong last year. They're reigning champions at the minute. Just speaking to a couple of the players that obviously I know quite well. They're going to be a good side, and again, the reigning champions, so they've manipulated the way through the competition to get here to the final, and I know they'll be doing everything they possibly can to retain the trophy.
Yeah, they certainly will, and just looking at their run through, they had a really good run. In fact, by his own admission, talking to their head coach just a few minutes ago, to Sam Pocock, I mean, he was saying that there were a couple of occasions when they thought they were going to be out of the cup, because they were trailing, I think, in one game by 2 goals, literally with just a few minutes left.
Yeah, I think that was it against Benson? It went down to 2-0 early on. Like you've alluded to, I was chatting exactly the same with Sam earlier, and he was saying, they've had some testing results, and that's a testament to the other teams that are in this competition and stations. But Cosford came through. And they've got their chance and opportunity today.
They have indeed. Well, you can see both teams now coming out onto the pitch to be presented to the VIPs here today. Our referee, by the way, let's go through the officials who are just getting themselves sorted. Our referee today, Flight Lieutenant Richard Graves. His assistants are AS1 Anthony Wilson and AS1 Kyle Turner, and the 4th official today is Sergeant Chris Arnell. They'll be handling affairs on the pitch today. Also, just a quick mention as well for the plate final, which did take place obviously before we came on air today, between RAF Odium and RAF Whitton, and it's congratulations to Odium, who won the game by 3-0. 3 second half goals from them. Josh Jones, Luke Wondless and Andy Houston getting the goals for them to give them the plate trophy. So congratulations to RAF Odium. They had a bit of a bad start, because there was in the early parts of the game, Odium's keeper Archie Cartwright was in a sort of a very innocuous collision, and unfortunately he had to leave the field with what looked like a concussion injury. Dom Turner replaced him in goal and did extremely well too, so congratulations to Odium, and commiserations to RAF Whitton, who put up a really good fight in that game. But we're now waiting. The presentation is just being made at the moment, and this is all really important stuff. But last night, of course, Andy, we had the RAF the Army football final over in Aldershot, and it was a terrific game of football. I'm hoping that we're going to get something similar today.
Yeah, as we were discussing previously, I think the result, what was it, 3-2, very competitive. Let's hope we get lots of goals, and the Army set the standard last night with a good final. I know you've got the Navy one coming up in a week or 2 weeks time, and let's hope the RAF one lives up to the expectation today.
Yeah, a bit of news on that actually. The Navy had their second semi-final yesterday. It was HMS Collingwood against HMS Queen Elizabeth, and it was HMS Queen Elizabeth that won by 3-1, which means now the final will be played on the 14th of June at Havant and Waterlooville, and HMS Queen Elizabeth will take on 30 Commando. That's the Commando Logistic Regiment. So that's bringing you right up to date with the latest news that we have from all the military football. I said that Army final last night was a terrific game, and I'm just hoping that we get something sooner today, because if we get the sort of excitement that we had then, that'd be great. It's time now for the national anthem.
Thank you very much.
Well, we almost got the second verse there of the national anthem, which I'm not sure how many people know here amongst the audience. Let's just quickly run through the two teams, shall we, for you. Starting with the team from RAF Cosford. Owen Thomas is in goal for them, with Reece Uni at number 2. Number 3 is Thomas Craney. Kevin Lindsay at 4. Max Fox, the captain, at number 5. Elliot Davenport is wearing number 6 today. Ryan Hindle at 7. Scott Jacobson is at number 8. Robbie Tomlinson at 9. Sean Jennings at number 10, and Ricardo Kennedy is wearing the number 11 shirt. So that's the top 11. They've got also plenty of men to choose from on the bench as well, but we'll bring those substitutes in as and when they happen. As far as the team from RAF Boulmer are concerned, let's just run through their side as well. I've just lost the team details for them just for the moment. Thank you very much to you. In fact, that was the Boulmer team that I just read out for you rather than the Cosford team. I do apologise about that. And let's just get hold of the team sheets. I've got that now for Cosford. So Dan Hill is in goal for them, with Alex O'Rourke. Adam Lamb at the back, central defence, with Greg McHale also there at the central defence, and Tom White. That is the back four for them. Niall Flint wearing 7. 8 is Alex Woodhouse, a man we know all about from his certainly retirement actually now, and just come back from retirement. Jake Gosling, we know all about Jake as well, of course, wearing number 11 for them today. Liam Palmer is at 10, and James Killock also gets out onto the side there as well, so on amongst the substitutes. So those are the two teams. Cosford normally wear blue, but today they are wearing the burgundy shirts and black shorts, and all in blue this afternoon are RAF Boulmer. So we're just about ready to go. The referee just giving the final instructions to his players, the two captains just lining up and doing the coin toss now as they get on with that, and we will see very shortly what comes out of it. The Robbie Tomlinson actually I think is the captain, isn't he, for the RAF Cosford team. They'll be playing going from
Boulmer.
Yeah, they'll be going from right to left as we look. Boulmer then to kick off this game. And
it's nice to see the fans already posting on social media, John. Couple of messages. Come on, Cosford, my grandson's playing, from Lenny Bastiman. Taras Lorenko, one of our Canadian fans. So it's nice to see that we've got international people watching the game.
Yes, indeed. Immediately Jake Gosling on the ball. If you ever needed a match winner in your team, there's certainly one there, as he's proved time and time again for Cosford.
Be interesting how the two teams sort of set themselves up. I was very privileged to watch Boulmer's preparations yesterday, because they were at RAF Henlow doing some preps, and you know, did a very in-depth 2-hour presentation on plan A, B, C and D, you know, and how they're going to stop what you call it. So I know their meticulous preparation's been done by obviously their manager Tom Richardson, who's heavily involved with the SRT, is my head coach as well. So you know, I'm very intrigued as to his tactical masterpiece and mastermind today.
Well, he was saying they've made quite a few changes, you know, in their setup over the last 12 months, really to give them that competitive edge. And it's, you know, 23 years since Boulmer last lifted the trophy. They're obviously hoping that they're going to be able to do it again, but they're going to be up against a very strong RAF Cosford team in these burgundy shirts at the moment. Difficult to make out the players' numbers, actually, the black numbers on the burgundy shirts, but we will do our very best. The ball now is with Adam Lamb to Gosling, weaving around. Absolutely loves his football, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Gibraltar
absolutely.
international, and if there's anyone who can open up a defence with one key killer ball, it is Jake Gosling.
Yeah, he's got a magical wand of a left foot, so you know, tactically try and keep him on his right.
Early touches, that's Reece Uni for Boulmer. And if you are watching up there in the northeast, we'd love to hear from you today. It was a good ball through, chased along by Ricardo Kennedy.
And Greg McHale there, great tackle. You know, good defensive duties. Puts it out of play. But it gives Boulmer an opportunity to utilise. I know they've been working on a long throw, so let's see whether it comes to fruition.
Indeed, his first throw, first sojourn really into opposition territory, and it is a long throw that comes in. Headed clear, but and a real opportunity, and it's in the back of the net, and what a start for RAF Boulmer. That is just a brilliant goal. Well,
set piece came to fruition.
It really was. And we're just trying to see who was on the end of that, because it was a brilliant strike. And well, I'm just trying to see if we can see who was on the end of it.
RAF Boulmer, number 11.
Well, our ground announcer is saying it was number 11 for them, Ricardo Kennedy, putting the ball in the net, and so early on in this game.
Great start.
So Kennedy makes it 1-0 to RAF Boulmer.
Really makes it exciting, because I think, you know, there's no hiding. Obviously, the you know, Boulmer considers themselves as the underdogs, so it sets it up really nicely for a Great Cup final now.
Well, it certainly does, and but what a strike. We saw a cracking goal last night, actually, an equaliser for 3 Parrot in the Army Cup final. So straight away we've got excitement here in this Air Force Final 2 being played here at the home of Oxford City. Of course, they've got a huge game on Sunday as well. They've got their playoff to possibly get into the conference.
Yeah, massive game. I was chatting to some of the backroom staff. You know, something along the lines that Sunday's game's worth about £1.5 million to the club. You know, but the pitch will have to be ripped up next week if obviously they go up, because it's got to go to a grass pitch. So, you know, the stands have to be rebuilt, all sorts of stuff. So, you know, it's a mammoth occasion, mammoth opportunity for Oxford City, and a real transition if they get up to the conference.
And it will certainly. We're just sort of checking on the replay that. We reckon it might have been rather than number 11 who scored the goal for Boom. Want to get it right, was Ryan Hindle coming in from the right hand side. So we will check on that to see who the scorer was. But as you can probably see, both teams are wearing numbers which are very difficult to make out in black on their blue and also the burgundy shirts. So we'll check that one out. But it was whoever scored it. It was an absolute cracker, and I think it was Hindle wearing number 7 who put the ball in the back of the net in the end. So commiserations to our apologies to Hindle for getting that wrong. But
McCabe to Gosling.
It was a great start. Gosling looking to move.
Looking for that diag.
But once again. And this is Ricardo here, wearing number 11.
See what Gosling's trying to do there. He's seen for that diag for Niall Flynn. So you know, using his pace and ability in from the left-hand side. You know, Niall's playing at a very good level in the Welsh Prem. at Aberystwyth Town. So you know, they've got some really talented players. There you go. There's that combination again. Woody to Gozzi, and then out to Niall.
Gradually getting into it, but here's Hindle once more. It's a real handful so far on that right hand side. But bringing it away now are Cosford. Once more, it's the team in blue who are just mopping up the damage there. That was Sean Jennings for the team from the northeast. Benny Basterman says, "Come on, Cosford, my grandson is playing." And Robert Benfield says, "Go RAF Boulmer." So, same messages coming in all the time on Facebook and also on our YouTube channel. Part of an extremely busy week for us here at BFBS Sport with all the live broadcasts that we're bringing to you. 10 hours worth yesterday with the cricket and the football. But here is Gosley. Comes inside onto his left foot. Lovely chip over and good save from the goalkeeper, and it's cleared away. The damage just cleared away for now, but once again it was a great bit of work there from Gosling.
Yeah, another great ball from deep from Woodhouse into Gosling. Just drops the shoulder, clips a nice little ball into Flinney again. I think that might be a bit of a regular pattern throughout this game.
Yeah, Alex Woodhouse out of retirement. Wealth of experience, of course, you know all about him. Cookie from his time in the RAF senior squad.
Yeah, it's great, and it's great news for us that he's decided to come back out of retirement, because he's not at that age yet to retire, but just needed a year out, sort his personal life out, and you know, just have a bit of time to reflect. So it's great back.
There he is again, and that's a lovely ball, spreading it wide onto the left-hand side.
Well defended.
And Niall Flint has his cross taken out, and it's going to be the first corner of the match, which goes to RAF Cosford, but they trail here by a goal to nil.
Well, good positional play there from Kevin Lindsay. You know, expected the cross, but they're a big side, Boulmer. You know, they've got some big lads.
Indeed. So, corner taken short, only as far as Palmer. And here's Gosling. He'll try one, and that will go out for another corner, deflected away by Sean Jennings. Another chance then for a set piece from Cosford, headed clear by the defence, and a chance for a break from Boulmer, and straight away charging on is Ricardo Kennedy, and he has kept it in play. And he's beaten one defender, he's beaten a second. Oh, and that was just a little bit too high, wasn't it, for the on-rushing forward for Robbie Tomlinson there. But it just goes to show how dangerous Boulmer are on the break. But now a chance for
Niall Flynn
into the penalty area. Just looking for an offside flag, doesn't come.
Just lost his foot
but it's Boulmer who bring it away. It's so open already, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, end to end. End to end, just shows, you know, and that's, you know, without giving all of Tom's tactics away, that was something that they looked at yesterday. Could they sit in deep and then, you know, catch Cosford on the break? And that's what they did there superbly. But on the transition, you know, straight out Woody, and then, you know, using Flinney's pace in behind.
So nice ball from Hindle, just shielded out of play though for the goal kick. Oh, I think I had time to take breath here with. As Dan Hill just takes the short goal kick, and straight away coming back into it is Alex Woodhouse, and here's the captain, here's Johnny Watkins.
Sean O'Donnell, that.
Yeah.
Johnny Watkins. It's nice to see veterans footballers also being represented. So, you know, Johnny Watkins plays for the RAF Vets, the 9 up front for Cosford. So, you know, we're getting all levels of RAF football being represented at station level. It's great.
Yeah, we certainly are. And throwing then on that far side to the team in Burgundy. And their change strip today. Boulmer, though, very, very confident at the back as they clear it away. And that man Hindle, who's already put the ball in the back of the net, looking very dangerous.
foul there. A little late challenge there. Oh, Boulmer dropping into their compact shape. 4-5-1.
Gosling, nice little touch. Takes it from Watkins.
Wayne Thomas there with a good clearance. Nice contrasting game at the minute. You know, Cosford trying to knock the ball about and be patient, and then Boulmer just being probably a little bit more direct.
Not really causing Boulmer too much of a problem.
No, not really. No,
and they're just relying on the break, hitting them on the break with with the long ball, aiming to this left-hand side to Ricardo Kennedy. McHale will take the 1-2. Gosling, nice 1-2 with Woodhouse. No foul, says the referee. And here goes Jake Gosling again, little touch. But the damage cleared up again by Boulmer. Here's Jennings,
on the break.
Lovely ball to Ricardo Kennedy into the penalty area. Beats his defender, trying to good defensive work though by McHale. And eventually he gets it clear. Greg McHale. Another sun avoider, as we say, and likes it when the conditions are overcast, so he'll prefer it at the moment.
What a ball.
It's a nice ball through.
Oh, brilliant.
Really great defensive work, though.
Great defending.
By Rhys Youngie.
Brilliant defending.
Just turned so well, didn't he?
Yeah, great.
And here goes Hindle again on that right-hand side, squares the ball across, and goal kick, says the referee.
End to end.
It really is. It's but as you say, that early goal will have just settled it all down. Really, they're not playing cat and mouse anymore, are they?
No. You know, both teams are going for it. But so far an entertaining game of football.
Heading into the 13th minute, and it's been like a whirlwind so far. Here's O'Donnell. Every route goes via Jake Gosling at the moment. Nice work though, nice defensive play from Max Fox, bringing the ball away, and this left-hand side is a real corridor for Boulmer to use. Ricardo gets the cross in. Kennedy. And here's the skipper, O'Donnell, bringing it clear onto that left-hand side. So what can the team in the burgundy shirts do? Referee allows play to go on. Outside it goes to Gosling. Good challenge by the defence. Yeah,
it's good advantage that from the referee, because Johnny Watkins probably got fouled there, but Cosford were on the front foot and just allowed play to go on. But unfortunately, a ricochet came off Gozzy, and out it went for a goal kick.
Chance for Owen Thomas then to get his hands on the ball. Hasn't had too much to do so far. For all the possession that Cosford have had, they've not really threatened him so far.
I think they're, got goalkeepers certainly. That's well done, Scotty Jacobson. But I think Owain Thomas is trying to overload this left-hand side, because they've got Ricardo Kennedy and Sean Jennings, the 10 and 11, that are big lads, and obviously that's their target for Boulmer to try and hit.
Boulmer doing very well so far, and look very composed on the ball.
Yeah.
And here's Jennings back to his captain, to Max Fox. Fox again will go with the long ball.
No, it's a great ball
it's
again.
A great ball too, and chased by Hindle. He gets it back. Cross comes in, and it's headed clear, and that will go out for a corner. And that's
another good break.
Boulmer's first corner of the game.
Another good break from Boulmer there, just putting the ball in behind the left back. The only issue with the big diag is they're struggling to get players in the box, so when he looked up to deliver the cross, they actually had no runners in the box. But great start from Boulmer.
It is. Mac McPherson says we want 5, Boulmer. Get stuck in, lads. He's obviously not, doesn't demand too much, does Mac so far, but they've got a chance for a second here, a corner coming in. And that went straight out, so it will be a goal kick then to RAF Cosford. Phil Bright, good afternoon, Brighty. He is here amongst us. Come on, the Boomer boys, up the Fox, he says. I'm sure he's talking to me about that, but I want to say nothing about them. Come on, Cosford, my grandson's playing, Lenny Basterman. I think we've read that one out, haven't we? And so Harry McClurg, glad to see my grandson Reece Uni is playing. And he's had a really good start to the game as well, Harry, as well, doing really well here.
Yep.
Cosford then with their skipper Sean O'Donnell. Shields it well, gets it wide onto that left-hand side to Tommy White, and it will be a free kick.
Johnny Watkins putting the ball down.
Yeah.
Whether he'll deliver, he's got a sweet left foot. Sean O'Donnell just joining in there, so looking at potentially overloading at the back post.
Free kick comes in, yeah, and caused a bit of confusion at the back, didn't it?
Yeah, good ball. But again, Boulmer defended really well because they created that overload at the back post, so they actually were on a 3v2 defensively. So you're pretty sound. There's Woodhouse. What a great ball.
Goalkeeper gathers it well though.
It's a great little reverse pass and a great run there from Niall Flint.
I mean, that combination of work between Alex Woodhouse and Jake Gosling already looking very potent, isn't it?
Yeah, and then they've got the pace of Niall coming in off the shape, so yeah, I think that's potentially their key to unlock this Boulmer defence, but so far so good for Boulmer. Nice and solid.
Sean loses out.
Getting robbed.
He was robbed there, and he did really well, did Jennings, but Cosford just tidying up the damage. There's Woodhouse again, touches it away to his left-hand side to White. We'll get it back.
Interesting to see how Woody feels after this game. He hasn't played for a long time. The body might feel it tomorrow morning. There's
a bit of not much give in this 4G pitch, is there?
No, no, it's quite ruthless on the old body. But they're young lads. Get on with it.
Yeah, Jake Gosling enjoying himself though out there. That's a lovely ball through to be chased by Greg McHale, but it just runs a bit too far for him. He's a PTI. The notes say here, a PTI by trade, if not appearance, which is a little harsh.
Little harsh, yeah.
As the ball bounces onto the roof. I think they were aiming for our cameraman Lewis actually with that one. In fact, maybe Lewis, our cameraman, has kept the ball. I don't know, it's stayed on the roof. Anyway, it's a throw in then to Boulmer. Tom Craney takes it. Nicely picked up by Woodhouse. Aims for his number 7. Niall Flint gets it. Lovely turn, beautiful turn then from the number 10 from Liam Palmer. And they win the throw. That was really great play then from Odium. From
Cosford.
Did I say Odium? They
First
were playing.
Game.
They were playing in the. Yeah, you got to forgive me. It's been a long day.
Same colours.
Exactly, same colours. I think Boulmer would have something to say about that if they were playing 2 teams. But they lead 1-0 here. If you just joined us, we're live here on Forces News, YouTube and Facebook. We've had 20 minutes of this game, nearly halfway through the first half. And RAF Boulmer lead this RAF Cup final for the Keith Christie Trophy by 1-0, and what a super goal it was too. Looking for a second possibly, but that was well cut out by Cosford. McHale finds Gosling, lovely little touch from Jake Gosling on the halfway line, jinking around with it, finds Woodhouse. Woodhouse will square it away to
McHale.
The right hand side to McHale, back to his captain, back to O'Donnell.
Yeah, a little ball in.
That's a lovely ball from Woodhouse. The referee,
he's just
and the
offside.
lines will say offside, but it wasn't put in the net. The goalkeeper's taken a bit of a knock there.
Some great football though, really patient there from Cosford.
Yeah, that was smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah, moved it from left to right, got the ball out wide, put it in, and then that little reverse pass that you know, they got good runners in off the shape. So, you know, attractive football. But you know, 20 minutes in, I think both managers have got different conundrums. I think Tom from Boulmer will be extremely happy with the way his side started and defending resiliently, and I just feel Cosford are starting to settle a little bit, and you know, that first sort of 10-15 minutes of the game where it's 100 miles an hour is starting to settle down now.
Yes, you mentioned about the ground improvements that Oxford City would have to make. They're expecting 3,000 here on Sunday for this playoff final. As you say, could generate a lot of money, but they're going to have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Of course, the big issue is, you know, how can the city of Oxford, you know, deal with, you know, two city clubs, Oxford City and of course Oxford United. You know, and but you know, they're a club that wants to go places. It's not so long ago that they played an FA Cup match here, didn't they, which was televised live. And you know, it's great to see a non-league club like Oxford City really, you know, making waves.
Yeah, and pushing to get in the football league. You know, but you know, you know, chatting to some of the management earlier before the game, you know, it's not just about the football here at Oxford City. It's about the community. I know they're brilliant with the RAF and let us hire the facility, but it's absolute nightmare trying to get it because they support so many other causes. You know, whether it's college courses, schools, and hire this facility out constantly. So you know, they're doing a lot of work in the community.
Nicely brought away by the skipper Sean O'Donnell. Goes wide onto this right hand side, and McHale back into Gosling and Woodhouse looking to find some space, but well cut out again by Boulmer's Max Fox.
Oh, it's well defended. Johnny Watkins just got a little bit frustrated there as ball was played into him, and it just sort of his own first touch just let him down a little bit.
There's Lindsay going for it. And Tom White puts the ball out of play. It will be a throw into the team in blue. RAF Boulmer still leading this game by 1-0. Nearly 25 minutes played in this first half of this 2023 RAF Cup final. So a long throw then on that right hand side will be taken by Kennedy, aiming for the box. Ball comes across, goal kick, says the referee, and the Boulmer players a bit unhappy with that, but referee Richard Graves, he's a personal training officer from RAF Benson, so he hasn't had to travel too far to come to today's game. Here's Gosling back inside to Woodhouse. You can really tell those two have played together before.
Yeah, and they're you know, they're as thick as thieves on and off the pitch. They're best mates off the pitch as well. You know, I often joke that Woody's basically Goz's PA. He makes sure he's at training and all the rest of it. I don't know what Jake would do without Woody. So they're a great combination, but they're both top lads and both exceptional players.
I wonder whether it was Jake who persuaded Woody to start playing again. Shot comes in, and goalkeeper right behind it. Had to be on his toes though to just make sure that he held his position. Boulmer still look dangerous when they're pushing forward. This direct approach,
Yeah.
such a contrast to what we're seeing from Cosford.
Again, another great ball out wide.
And here is Gosling.
Where he's dangerous.
Oh, look, he's beating a couple of players, wins the corner.
Brilliant defending.
Yeah, it was great defending, and it had to be good defending to keep that out. And so far, Fox is
really marshalling his back four really well.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
he's you know, I've been really impressed with him so far. You know, every time he's got on the ball, he's looked very composed, very calm, relaxed.
Short corner taken by Gosling. As Fox gets it clear.
Good decision.
Yeah.
Good decision.
Woodhouse.
Can they just buy a little free kick? Oh, tell you what, I thought that was absolutely superb defending from Tom White there, but what do I know?
Robbie Tomlinson, he gets the nod. Number 9, he's certainly putting himself about a bit in the centre of that attack for Boulmer so far. And Fox is going to take this free kick then.
Sending a couple of big lads, just a little bit of rotation in midfield there with a smaller midfielder just dropping in. Oh, what a great little
It's
reverse
a lovely
pass.
free kick.
Oh, well played.
And it was a shame that Tomlinson just couldn't control it there, but it was the idea was terrific.
Yeah, clever.
So a chance then for Cosford to come forward once more. This is Niall Flint. Looking solid at the back. Gosling comes to take it. Takes the 1-2. Happy to be patient at the moment.
Yeah, just switching the play there, and but again, Boulmer shape great. You know, nice and compact.
And look how many they've got everyone back.
Absolutely, they're just, you know, happy to let Cosford have the ball in their own half and pop it around, but not really hurting or penetrating.
Nice ball from Adam Lamb out there onto the left-hand side. Shouts for handball, waved away by the referee. But still,
yeah, good again, good defending.
And again, they know what they're doing here.
Yeah.
I think Tom has certainly got his team well marshalled here. That's a lovely ball through into Ricardo Kennedy. Kennedy beats his man and has slotted it wide. Well, what a chance that was for Boulmer to go 2-0 up.
But again, it's that direct pass, you know, pretty, you know, basic football, back to front, play off the second phase, and you know, picking up the scraps and then being very dynamic.
Well, that was such an important challenge there, really, from Adam Lamb to keep Kennedy out. But another warning for RAF Cosford here. Again go Boulmer. Are they looking for their...
Talk.
Are they heading towards a second RAF title in 23 years? Woodhouse.
Here comes the sun.
Woodhouse again.
Good, they're just in shape again, just drop back into that shape.
O'Donnell tries to spread it wide. So Jake Gosling had sort of moved in field.
Here's Fox again. Just nice and composed. And great ball.
I mean, the quality of this station football is really excellent. That's a lovely bit of play. Goes for the shots.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Great feet, wasn't it? Great feet.
Great. He did it all right until the final bit.
Yeah, great feet. Nice and sharp. Opened his body up and gave himself a little opportunity to shoot, and then puts it in Rose Ed.
Half an hour played then in this RAF Cup final, the Keith Christie Trophy. That's a lovely little turn then for Boulmer, but he got it eventually, just scuffed it, didn't he, did Robbie Tomlinson then, and again he's getting himself into the right positions. The strike force for Boulmer are certainly doing that. Gosling, everything revolving around him, tries to get his man free on that left hand side, but Boulmer now have it and bring it forward. Gosling makes the challenge. Straight in as O'Donnell, still going. Nice control, lovely work then. And here's Niall Flint. On this right, gets the cross in.
Oh, good hands.
Well,
Just what you need.
Johnny Watkins was ready to pounce then, but Owen Thomas doing the job.
Just what you need from your keeper. You know, taking responsibility in the box and just calming everything down, coming and claiming.
Tomlinson just trying to put Kennedy through. Kennedy who's come off from this left flank to a more central position. Jennings.
Scotty Jacobson, another good player, really composed on the ball.
And I think we should actually give a mention to a player who's not being able to play today for Boulmer, and that's Sam Dawson, who is one of your senior players, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, and we wish him all the best. Unfortunately, he's not been able to play today because his wife's hopefully giving, in hospital, giving birth. So we wish them all the best.
Is we think she might be being induced today. Erin, if you're watching, bit of excitement here, and a chance. Possibly for a second, and if he hadn't scuffed it again, Robbie Tomlinson, it could have been 2-0.
Yeah, and I know, he's been a massive player for Boulmer all season. But they, again, part of the team meeting yesterday, they discussed Sammy Dawson and what an impact player he's been for Boulmer, and said, look, it's not about one player, it's about the team and all the rest of it. But I know all the best wishes from the team yesterday. Were to Sam and his partner for hopefully the birth of their new baby.
Yeah, all the best to you, Erin, and also to you, Sam, as well. And hopefully you are watching, and this is going to spur you on to produce the goods as quickly as you can. Cross comes in.
Again, great positioning from Max, Fox. Max Fox there.
Greg McHale and
Sean Jennings on the ball. Good.
Yeah, it's a nice ball away to
Reece
the
Uni.
right hand side.
Yeah,
they're very composed on the ball.
Yeah, they're comfortable to knock it about, and like I say, when it needs to be turned, they turn it.
Yeah. Nice ball from Fox there. He's been referred to as a fine wine by Reece Frost. He ages like a fine wine, is what he says. Thomas Walker watching from Belfast, home of the Titanic. Good way to spend lunchtime watching footy. Good luck to all the players. You're all winners. Quite right, Tom. Quite right. And hope you're enjoying some sunshine over there in Belfast today by the Titanic. Nice work again. And here's O'Donnell. He'll get it back. Nice control from him. Beautiful control. Gosling, who's here, there and absolutely everywhere, flicks the ball inside. Watkins.
Oh, Johnny Watkins pulling.
Still going.
Yeah, pulling pulling back the ears.
He really is.
Rolling them back.
Goes for it.
Oh, good hands.
Yeah.
Good strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, well played.
Nice effort from Liam Palmer there, but the goalkeeper right behind it. And still, RAF Boulmer hold on to the lead.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, I think the offside flag went up though.
Oh.
It looked offside, but I think Alex O'Rourke's a lucky boy there.
Extremely lucky. I think the sniper's got him.
Yeah.
But yeah, extremely lucky because he was in. I'd like to see that offside again. Here we go on the replay.
White quickly takes the free kick, and here's Gosling. And Woodhouse.
Oh yeah, he was offside.
It's a beautiful ball, but really good tackle again. Great play from from Reece Uni there, out there on that right back position for Boulmer. They bring it forward again now. Nice control.
Foul.
That, I think, will be a free kick, won't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's not Scotty Jacobson just getting just doing really well and getting the ball the other side of the player and gets brought down. But last sort of 10 minutes, it'll be interesting what Boulmer are doing now. Can they manage the game to get themselves into half time, get the water break, get the instructions from the gaffer, and then set up for the second half. But so far, really, I think they've done a really good job in frustrating Cosford and limiting them to shooting outside the box.
Yeah, and Tom Richardson will be very happy with the way things are shaping up at the moment for his team. As we keep saying, it's some time since Boulmer took that trophy back up to the northeast. They then had the free kick, which is taken by Kennedy, but it goes straight through to goalkeeper Dan Hill. And Hill will clear it quickly. Jake Gosling right on the end of it. That's a fabulous kick. And good defensive work from Kevin Lindsay.
Yeah, again, fabulous touch from Gosling.
In fact, Lindsay did win the throw-in in the end, so got the benefit of that.
Again, they're overloading this side. Look, Sean Thompson and Ricardo, two big lads. You know, one for the first flick and then one for the second.
It's good work from
Flenny.
Yeah.
Well, again, yeah, really good defending though. He's got tricky feet, so you know it's very easy for a defender to just dive in and watch the feet rather than the ball. So again,
penalty. Kennedy going in.
Oh, you're in. Oh,
it's good goalkeeping though. He timed it well. In the end, did Dan Hill. It's so open. It's just like this game has spread out like it would towards the end of the second half. But here's Alex Woodhouse.
Liam Palmer, another player that we've had in the senior rep team, so not really affected the game yet, the 10, but
Gosling.
Here he is again on the ball. Let's see if he can influence something.
Offside though. Yeah, always a danger that there was going to be an offside there for Cosford. Greg McHale. .37.5 minutes played here at Cosford. At Oxford. Cosford leading or trailing 1-0 to Boulmer at the moment by that excellent goal scored by Ryan Hindle after just 2 minutes of the game. It was certainly a goal worth seeing again. Palmer takes the 1-2, spreads it wide then to Gosling, looking for something on his right, going into his effort onto the left, takes the shot. He always knew he was going to go for it, didn't you?
Yeah, just magical feet, isn't he? He loves that little chop as well, drops the shoulder and then tries to bend it in with that sweet left foot, but yeah, causing real problems. But to be fair, I think Boulmer have handled him really well. He is their star man for Cosford, and Boulmer have done well against him. Sean O'Donnell into Alex Woodhouse. Another little.
That's a
great
beautiful
switch.
ball.
Using the pace of Flenny there and the trickery
on the edge of the box. I mean, they're playing some great football.
Yeah.
They're playing the sort of football that cup winners you would expect to play, but Boulmer are holding out, and they're holding out really well. Look at Gosling again. Jinks turns left and right and wins another corner for RAF Cosford. But this football's all very well, but as the game sort of progresses,
over,
they're going to have to just change it a bit, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think Cosford are playing great football, but Boulmer are keeping them ahead of them, in front of them. So it's I think what Cosford are finding difficulty is getting the third man runs in behind.
So the corner comes in then.
Johnny Watkins with a big deep corner.
Yeah. Still in play.
Oh, well done.
And that's going to be headed clear by Mr. Reliable Fox.
Yeah, done really well, hasn't he? His positional sense has been fantastic.
Yeah.
He's marshalled and organised his back four really well.
As Roald Dahl would say, the fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, absolutely.
But another corner then. They're racking up their corners now. This is their 5th corner of the game.
some big characters in this Cosford, so it'd be I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the changing room at half time, because there's certainly some experienced lads with some big voices, so well, it'd be interesting to hear the conversation.
It would, but I imagine that Sam Pocock, manager, also is going to have a few things to say.
Yeah, but you can't be
They've
disappointed.
They've not played badly, have they?
Absolutely not. You know, I think, you know, it's been a very, very fair, contrasting game with two styles of football. You know, and you know, I don't think Sam Pocock can go in and be disappointed with the performance of the Cosford boys, because they've played really well.
But they are trailing by a goal to nil here, and we're into the last 5 minutes then of this first half of this RAF Cup final.
Oh, it's a great win. It's a great little footing.
Trying the pot shot there was
Johnny
Watkins. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great little dummy. Great little bit of skill.
But the pressure relieved once more by some very intelligent play from Boulmer. Temporarily.
Little foul. Oh, let it go, ref. Let it go.
Well,
in good possession in good areas of the pitch, but ball into Gozzi there, just popping it off, and then it's just that little quicker ball into McHale there.
Lamb to Woodhouse.
Back out to McDonald. Yeah, I think Cosford, just if you watch the game, they just need to just be patient and drop off a little bit, just to give themselves a little bit more space to play.
Because if it carries on, they will start getting frustrated, won't they?
Yeah, I think you know, sometimes it's a silly thing to say, but Cosford for me are playing a little bit too high, which compacts the back, you know, the Boulmer team in, and they're good in their shape. So they just got to drop off a little bit, just to give themselves a little bit of room to play, and then they can maybe just penetrate with those little bit, create bigger gaps.
Here's Fox again.
Another good ball.
It was a good little header forward as well from Robbie Tomlinson. Unfortunately, no one there to get on the end of it. But
yeah, this is better. You see, there you go, bang. Well defended though.
Here's Woodhouse. To Gosling. Ball goes wide then to Flint. Taking on his defender, coming in, trying to get the shot in, but it's blocked again.
That's what they've done really well, Boulmer. They've, you know, Flinty's got, you know, great feet, but what they've done is the first man's gone straight out, and then when he's done the little step over and dropped the shoulder, the second man straight onto him. You know, they've really figured that threat out. There you go, it's there again.
Oh, again, brilliant play from Flint. Gets the cross in and falls to the... Oh, and a brilliant save.
What a save.
Well, Johnny Watkins must have thought, I'm in here for the equaliser, but that was a terrific save from Owen Thomas there.
Brilliant.
It really was, because he had plenty of time, didn't he?
Yeah.
To pick his spot, really, did Watkins. Probably the best chance that Odeon has been created so far by Cosford.
Yeah, good playing. And it would have been a really, really bad time for you know, for Boulmer to concede there. You know, you got literally a minute to go before half time. Can regroup, get yourself organised, and come out for the second half. Obviously, on the flip side of that, would have been a great time for Cosford to score.
And it was a terrific move as well.
Yeah, it was.
It was a great play from Flint as well, from Niall Flint there, jinking his way through to create the opportunity. But there's always a danger, of course, that so they can commit themselves so much to getting back into this game, they can leave themselves open to the sort of counter-attack that Boulmer have really made a reputation for themselves for in this season's competition. Gosling. Across to his captain, to O'Donnell. Lots of room for him to work in. Here's Jake Gosling again, looking for that wide pass onto the right, to the left-hand side, but that's not going to cause any problems to the defence.
Sean Jennings just gone down with an injury.
Yeah.
I just watched him for about 30 seconds, and he was sort of walking around the middle of the pitch, which, you know, is that a little slight injury or a knock, or has he pulled something? But he didn't seem that mobile for the last couple of minutes.
Just doing his laces up at the moment, so hopefully he's going to be okay. But we are into stoppage time now at the end of this first half. So Owen Thomas has made that crucial save just a couple of minutes ago to deny Johnny Watkins an equaliser for Cosford. Ball goes clear, but once again it's Cosford who've had all the possession really in this first half. But here's Flint. What can he do with it now? Looks so dangerous on that left-hand side, but
great
again, well defended. Yeah,
really good defending there from Reece Uni. I've been impressed with him actually. Yeah. I think he's had a good game there.
I'm sure you're keeping your representative hat on. You know, you're
absolutely
looking at players who can make an impact.
And there's the half-time whistle.
And referee Richard Graves blows for half-time then. So, very exciting here in this 2023 RAF Cup final. And it's the team who come down from the northeast of England who have the lead at half-time. RAF Boulmer leading by 1-0. It was an excellent goal as well, scored for them by Ryan Hindle after just 2 minutes. They've had to defend really well, and in fact they have defended extremely well. But so far no way through for the team from RAF Cosford. Your thoughts then, as we just prepare to take a quick break for half-time?
Yeah, really entertaining game. You know, like I said, two contrasting teams. You know, I've got a little bit of a heads up on Boulmer because, as I alluded to earlier, I sat in on their presentation for this game today. And do you know what? Absolutely, everything that Tom did yesterday for the game plan, they've done. And I think he's done his homework on Cosford, so it'll be really, really interesting what how Cosford come out for the second half and try, because they've got to score a goal and get back in this game. So yeah, really intrigued, and should be really looking forward to a really good second half.
Okay, Cookie, thanks very much indeed. Andy Kutcher with me here in the commentary. We're going to take a short break now and have a half-time cup of tea here at Oxford City, but let's catch up on some more Forces sports news, shall we, from around the Forces world.
Gearing up slightly differently for Saturday's Twickenham clash with the Navy, Army players paying a visit to former soldiers, the Chelsea pensioners, picking up their matchday shirts. Finding out who's getting a game in the historic fixture, they're also brushing up on their own military history with a tour of Royal Hospital Chelsea from some of its veteran residents.
The deadliest thing in this place is a Chelsea pensioner on one of those electric scooters. Snakes make more noise. Back in 1692, but they came in here, that's what they got. 9 buttons to the front of the scarlet. Any idea why? Got 9 buttonholes. Guys, you've got to work with me. You've got to work with me.
It's a really special moment to have the shirt presentation here, sort of from the tour guides that we had today. I think it was over collectively 100 years service from the people presenting it. What was really strong was the sort of the banter that's there from a former serviceman. Our message from the Army Rugby Union is just thanks for their support throughout the season. They've been at our games all the way through, and hopefully we'll see them there again on Saturday.
The sport's taking off at the hospital, with organised days out to games and even the formation of a walking rugby team, thanks to 1 or 2 trailblazers.
Shush. They joke about me being the director of rugby because I've been pushing rugby here at the hospital for the last 2 years. The Army invite us to all of their games, and even if they don't invite me, I've got my own car, so we go anyway. To meet the team is something that it never entered my head. It wouldn't have even gone on a bucket list. was really, really, I mean, it's you're getting me close to it, but it's overwhelming.
There were rumours that there'd be a game today and you'd be lining up your opposition team.
We were ready, apparently bottled it. Covering that one. The Army Navy match is always one to go for, but I also meet a lot of old friends that I either played rugby with for different units and meeting up, if you like, for the third half.
The Chelsea pensioners will be watching the Army take on the Navy at the hospital's own cinema, with 15 tickets reserved at the actual game, others travelling to Twickenham on their own accord. Now the players have received scarlet uniforms of their own, they're one step closer to the biggest game of the season.
Stand by for the biggest fixture of the military sporting calendar. Of course, is the Army-Navy rugby match, coming live from Twickenham with coverage starting at 1:30 on the Forces News YouTube channel. Make sure you tune in, because it's going to be a belter.
As head coach for the Army rugby team, Andy Sanger helped steer the side to inter-service success and to victory at the inaugural International Defence Rugby Competition, the equivalent of the Military Rugby World Cup. Fast forward several seasons, and following a 30-plus year career in the British Army with the Royal Engineers, the former Major landed a dream job with top English outfit Harlequins. He is now the head of wellbeing and performance sport.
The Army has definitely strengthened my ability to transition from what I did to what I do now. The skills that you learn, and it's not necessarily the stuff that you might have on a piece of paper or a qualification. It's more the soft skills, the ability to work well in a team, the ability to have difficult conversations while separating the personal aspect of it, the ability to understand about, you know, how important communication is, and the clarity of communication, being clear in what's expected of myself and others. So yeah, no, it's there's huge similarities, and it's definitely helped.
You have a reputation here as being a fixer, not just sorting out the players, but their families as well.
Yeah, again, similar. Key part of what I think has been with the military and the success here is we care about our people, we look after our people. So in old military speak, I would say there's definitely a welfare officer element to it.
He's just helping all the families, the partners, a lot of the foreign guys that come over, make sure they're settled in. He's the sort of conduit between players and coaches when the communication has broken down a bit there. But personally, what he's done for me over the years as well, I can't thank him enough, and I value him now as a friend, not just a colleague, and that's quite hard for me to say because I don't A, have many friends, and B, like many people. So yeah, we would be lost without him.
There is advice too for service leavers making the leap into the civilian workplace.
Do not underestimate the strengths, the qualities that you'll have learned in, whether it be a short period of 3 to 5 years or 10, 15 or 33 as I have. The skills you've acquired will help you transition. And what I have seen is that society needs it. Organisations need the qualities that we can bring from service, you know, within the British Army, Navy, Air Force.
And of course, I know you've used your military background to call in a few favours. You've had Jamie Miller, the ex-Army skipper, fly in here with his Apaches.
Yeah, that was quite an exciting day, to be fair, as the Apaches were hovering over the training field. Yeah, and that was amazing. And again, that was a learning opportunity. That was around our leadership development, because obviously if you're an Apache pilot, you know, you're making pretty decisive decisions.
A journey that started in an Army recruiting office in Wales over 30 years ago has been packed full of military and sporting adventures.
After a 30-year career in the Royal Engineers, both full-time and as a reservist, where he reached the rank of Staff Sergeant and with rugby in his blood, Jamie Doig is now the man in charge of turning out the Leicester Tigers players week in, week out.
I was unlucky enough to get injured quite early on in my career, or in my sporting career, with the Royal Engineers Rugby League. And a doctor then turned around and said, well, why don't you go into management, stay within the sporting environment. It was something that I'd never thought of, probably never even dreamed of, but it's taken me back to being in that sporting environment and definitely keeping involved with good friends that you've joined the army with.
Looking after players' kit comes down to his close connections with Andy Sanger, who was the Army's head coach.
Darren Percy, who was the kit man at the time, had got a liaison role with Uruguay during the Rugby World Cup during the England campaign, which left a void in the Army setup for IDRC 2015. Lucky enough, Andy had asked me to come on board.
Has it been sort of almost like a seamless transition, you know, moving from the military side of what you do to this level at the very height of English rugby?
I think you look at the military ethos and, you know, the hard work, the commitment, the trust, the loyalty, you know, it all has that role, whether you're in the military or whether you come into the sporting environment as I have, or into any walk of life. You know, you've got to be trusted, you've got to be loyal to the people that you're with, and you know, there's a certain amount of you just get on and do it.
A week before the Army-Navy clash, Tigers meet Quins at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road for the last league game of the season. A chance for a quick meeting of friends and rivals.
We have our monthly catch-up. He's, you know, as Andy always is, you know, he's straight down the line, you know, and somebody that I respect really, really well. You know, he mentored me, he gave me my opportunity at Harlequins while I was doing resettlement. So, you know, I spent 6 months with Harlequins before I came up to Leicester and worked with the academy. So, you know, it's yeah, there'll be some rivalries, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a game. We'll shake hands at the end, and then we'll wait until next season to review that rivalry. My thanks go out to you know, more to the people that have supported me through my army career, and more importantly, the ones that have followed me after life in the civil sector. You know. There's been boys that have covered me while I've been on army camps and tours. You know, they're the ones that have enabled me to be able to do what I'm doing today.
Big play coming back to
So the Forces Sport just keeps rolling on and on. Yes, Saturday, big day, of course, for Army-Navy rugby fans at Twickenham, and we'll be there with coverage of both the men's and the women's games. And don't forget all our Forces Sport, and we had 10 hours of it for you yesterday with the cricket and the Army football as well, the Army football final and the cricket at Lords, which sadly had to be curtailed because of the weather. But all of that, if you want to see any of it, it's all there available for you to watch on our Forces News YouTube. But just click on the live button and you can go back and relive all of it with our compliments, of course, from BFBS. But here we are, both teams back out onto the field then for the second half of this RAF Cup final, with RAF Boulmer leading by 1-0. A goal scored right at the beginning of the first half for them, and it was Ryan Hindle, we believe, who got the ball in the back of the net. Andy, alongside me, it's interesting first half, cracking first half really, with obviously Cosford with the bulk of the possession, but Boulmer never really seems to be under too much pressure.
No, absolutely, and it's it's what we identified. I think Boulmer have really just defended exceptionally well, really well organised, pick up the second pieces, defended the second phase really well, headed. Max Fox has been outstanding at the back, marshalling his back four, but we'll see what Cosford can conjure up this half. But it looks like they've already made a substitution there, just on the ball. Looks like Adam King, is it, who's come on, so another PTI, Pacey will probably play up top, so they've just added a little bit, number 16, Adam King, so just trying to identify who's gone off.
Interesting one there.
Johnny Watkins has dropped back into left back. So they've made a little bit of a tactical change. So is that just a formation? Obviously Johnny dropping back into the left back role, where he's played hundreds of games for the senior rep team over the years, and Kingy up top.
We can actually show you, before we kick off, we can show you that goal. It was an absolute corker, wasn't it? With rifled into the net by Ryan Hindle from about 20 yards out. Beautiful goal to separate these two teams, and you couldn't really say it was against the run of the play, because we'd only just literally been playing for a couple of minutes. But that goal clearly rattled the Cosford team, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think actually, if you look at the whole game, as much as Cosford have probably had, certainly have had more possession of the ball, I think Boulmer have had the better chances. I've just chatting to somebody who was absolutely in line with that, the offside run, and he wasn't offside from what people are saying, who were in line with the last man. So, but obviously just at the death there, Owain Thomas has made a great save for Boulmer to keep him in the game, and 1-0 up.
So away we go for the second half then, as Richard Graves blows his whistle for the start of this second period, with the RAF Cosford trailing by 1-0 to RAF Boulmer. So are we going to be seeing more goals in the second half? Will one goal be enough? All will be revealed in the next 45 minutes. And obviously, if there is an equaliser, well, it's going to make for a very, very exciting end to this game. Immediately, Boulmer with their captain, who has been, I think, outstanding for them so far today, Max Fox, at marshalling his defence. Kennedy brings the ball back. Here's Fox again, playing for a handball, upheld by the referee. That's Ricardo Kennedy, who's looking for that, and he got the free kick. So it'll be taken by Fox.
Fox again.
Headed clear by Palmer.
Sean Jennings there, just picking up the pieces. Recycling the ball.
Of course, if Boulmer get a second goal here, it could really put the cat among the pigeons, couldn't it?
Yep. Yep. Next goal is crucial.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how King is obviously taking up a forward position, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There, and he's on the ball right now, the substitute. A little bit of a challenge there on Alex Woodhouse. Skips clear of it. And Johnny Watkins, as I say, has moved down now onto this left-hand side, taking a much more of a backward position.
Yeah, he's just dropped in at left back, hasn't he?
And he will take this throw in.
Yeah, not changed the shape though. No.
Here's O'Rourke.
I've just gone into a Cosford gone into a bit of a 4-3-3 in possession by the looks of it, but see how they set up once they've lost the ball, not in possession.
O'Rourke goes cross field and aims for Gosling. Chinks his way through, beats a couple of players. Chance for a goal, and it's just wide. Well, bit of a challenge there with 3 players going down, and it looks to me like the man who's gone down could be
Sean O'Donnell, captain, I think.
Yeah,
captain. Was that a collision with the goalkeeper?
And goalkeeper's down too is Owen Thomas.
Again, great play from Gozzy there, and just jinked in and a little bit reverse pass.
But it was a lovely cross ball, wasn't it?
Yeah,
from O'Rourke there, Alex O'Rourke, to get that crossover.
I think Flint Nile was just diving in at the far post, just short.
It didn't go too far wide.
No. A little stoppage in play while the goalkeeper gets some treatment. Again, I think Greg Hamilton there, the physio. I think a special mention goes to these, because we always talk about the players and the commitment and the qualifications that these our physios and therapists also have. We couldn't continue with service football without the specialisation of the people that give up their time to go and do a therapist course, etc., to bring that level of expertise and professionalism.
Absolutely. And just looking back at the replay there, it was a great chance. Sean O'Donnell going through, and very brave goalkeeping from Thomas. Came out there, narrowed the angle, and obviously had the desired effect, although he's still down, still receiving treatment, as you say, and looking a bit difficult at the moment. He looks in a bit of pain, to be honest, and not the first goalkeeper to suffer an injury today. Mentioning earlier on that RAF Odium, they had that 3-0 win over RAF Whitton in the plate final, which kicked off at 10:30 this morning here at Oxford, and unfortunately for them, their goalkeeper Archie Cartwright had to go off literally within a couple of minutes of the game starting. It was an innocuous collision with one of the Whitton players. He had to leave the field because it was a head injury. He had to go and have an assessment, and he didn't come back. Tom Turner replaced him, but it didn't do Odium any harm. In the end, they won the game by 3-0, and it's good to see that Thomas is back on his feet again, and hopefully we'll be able to continue. Just takes a sip of water, and the game will continue then with the goal kick to RAF Boulmer, leading here by 1-0. That goal just after a couple of minutes of the first half. Odium winning that plate final, as I say, but here come Boulmer again. Good defensive work from Adam Lamb, and eventually it's cleared, and here's Jake Gosling. Lovely through ball. It's cut out though, well cut out by Elliot Davenport.
Yeah, really well read there, because Niall Flint was in then.
Yeah, Flint on this operating on this left hand side, caused all sorts of problems for the Boulmer defence. Here's Watkins looking for the long ball forward, just a little bit too far to be chased by King. We have a lost ball that's been retrieved, so Johnny Watkins then with the throw in. Here's O'Rourke, likes those cross-field balls, nodded on by McHale. He gets it back. Here's Gosling, but robbed of it, and good work from Tomlinson.
Important foot there.
It was an important foot.
Just turn the ball over for Cosford again. Oh, that's a good ball.
Woodhouse with a great ball through to King. Can he control it? Goes deep into the corner. And there'll be another throw in then to Cosford as they go in search of this equaliser. 52 minutes played here at the Raw Charging Stadium, home of Oxford City. Gone cloudy again, we've lost the sun. O'Rourke Goes cross-field, finds his skipper, finds O'Donnell. Back outside.
To Watkins.
To Watkins again. It's clearly a tactical change here from Cosford.
Yeah. Yeah, they've just...
Nice work from King. Keeping the ball, keeping control.
Switching the ball. Sean O'Donnell into Gosling.
Yeah. They've got the players to score here, but it's a great bit of work again from Gosling, still going. Flint gets the shot in, and again it goes agonisingly wide, and the goalkeeper made the save.
Yes,
brilliant save again from Owen Thomas, and that's the second save that he's made to deny RAF Cosford.
Yes,
Remains 1-0.
Two big saves up. You know, two big saves in the game so far. You know, done really well so far.
Corner taken quickly. Jake Gosling again, lovely turn on his right foot, onto his left. Gets a cross in, low cross in, coming in with a shot. Oh! And that's just landed on my car.
Yeah. But again, great feet. Good work from the corner. Nice short corner. A little bit of magic from Gozzy and set up nicely. But Liam Palmer was up.
Yeah, it was a.
Saw the headlines, didn't he? And saw the.
I was going to say it was like a centre half's attempt on goal, but I've seen those fly into the net before. But again, amazing, brilliant save from Owen Thomas, just tipping the ball around the post. Yeah. And that's twice now that he has kept his team in the lead. Really important player for them today. RAF Boulmer in the blue shirts, leading here by 1-0. Facing a real onslaught. Here's Jake Gosling again. It's a lovely ball through, and an offside, pretty tight against Niall Flint, I think. But and it's good to see the linesman's flag going up early. It's one of the bugbears that I have. I know you do as well, Cookie.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think it's the most ludicrous rule in football at the minute. You know,
don't blame the officials; they're having to enforce
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But you know, nevertheless, to see that flag go up immediately, is absolutely right. Because you know, if the goalkeeper had to come out and make a save, he could have got injured.
It's the injury sort of outcome of the late flag, if you like. Like you say, it's no slur on the officials at all. They don't make the rules; they just implement them. But yeah, like you say, we see so many late flags and injuries and unnecessary challenges.
Hannah Southbrook says, South, really proud of you, RAF Boulmer, go Boulmer, and Sean Jennings in particular, very proud of him. But here, our Cosford, that's a great bit of work then from Flint. But again, solid defensive work then from Elliot Davenport.
Yeah, what they've done really well, Boulmer, is just denied that spacing behind them. So, you know, the crossing's always been in front of the back four, and so it's sometimes a lot easier to defend.
Watkins still going. Gets the shot in. Again, the keeper makes the save, and that was important because Sean O'Donnell was closing in then from close range. If the keeper had spilt the ball, that would definitely have been in the back of the net. So I think I'm sure this is what Boulmer would have expected from Tom Richardson, their coach. But they're going for the second goal here if they can get it. Here's Kennedy, edge of the box. Ball play switched wide then to Tomlinson. Gets the cross in, and that goes out for a corner.
Yeah, Liam Palmer just defending, you know, not knowing what's coming in behind him, but
safety first.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, last thing Cosford need is conceding a second goal and going 2-0 down, because that really changes the dynamic of the game.
And already you can see that Boulmer just slowing things down. Referee just urging them to get on with it.
33 minutes of game management to go.
As Robbie Tomlinson goes over then to take the corner, takes it short. Kennedy gives him the return, gets the cross in, and the ball flicked just wide. And it was certainly worth an attempt, wasn't it?
Yeah, again, adapting his body really well there, Scotty Jacobson. He's been mobile in that middle of the park, so he's done really well. Again, they're just dropping back into their shape, but Cosford starting to find these pockets.
With McHale to Gosling. And here's Woodhouse. Gosling just chasing after it again, but cut out by Boulmer's defence. They'll win it back. Referee says play on. Woodhouse decides just to take it wide, and it goes then to Watkins, looking for the 1-2. Flint keeps possession. Inside to Alex Woodhouse. What can he do with it here? Finds Flint with a short one. O'Rourke. And here's O'Donnell.
There's that little ball in behind. He's offside.
But again, the offside against Flint.
Well done, good line.
They're keeping a decent. It's not too high a line, is it? But it's just good enough.
Yeah, just good distances.
And all credit to RAF Boulmer here. They really are defending. It's such an intelligent game that they've been playing so far.
Yeah.
They're still leading by 1-0. Wherever you are in the forces world, lovely to hear from you this afternoon. Wherever you're watching.
Out of possession, they just, overload. Basically put, big lads up top, look. Go big.
That free kick helped on its way, but it ends back with possession with Cosford. Nice ball floated in towards the substitute King, who's just come on for the second half.
Yeah, just sort of not made the impact that probably Cosford were hoping that he'd make. He's just struggled to get in behind, because I know he's got a little bit of pace, and I think they were going to maybe try and utilise his pace in behind, but with Boulmer dropping into that line, they're finding a difficult space in behind to try and find him.
Jake Gosling. The referee says that was a foul.
Clever
Good decision.
Foul.
Sean O'Donnell making the challenge. And that's Ryan Hindle, who's... Actually, no, it's not Hindle. Goal scorer. Just making his way up front. A touch of cramp for a Boulmer player, just to get himself sorted.
Sean Jennings.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's played well, had a good game so far.
Yeah, he's a big lad, isn't he?
They've all done well.
Yeah. Oh.
Fox then with the free kick. Bit of head tennis going on there in midfield at the moment, until Gosling picks it all up, finds his captain, looking for the 1-2, but they have got it back again. Here's Hindle, the goal scorer. Loses out though, or does he? Yeah, the throw-in goes then to Cosford. Here's Alex O'Rourke. And Johnny Watkins. Flint gets it back, takes it back to Watkins. Patient build-up, still patient work from Cosford, looking to play their way back into this game. But so far, RAF Boulmer have been more than a match for them. Reece Uni challenging hard for it. That's nice work then from
Liam Palmer. Well done, well tidied up, Max Fox. Again, good feet, not himself, and then clever play, bought the foul. But again, you just heard a couple of, maybe a little bit of frustration coming in from Cosford. Just heard a couple of little shouts coming off the pitch, move the ball, let's move it quicker, 29 minutes to go. It's just that you're getting to that dodgy time now where players get frustrated, start getting on each other's back because they're chasing the game. So it'll be interesting over the next sort of 5 or 6 minutes how Cosford react.
Yeah, I think Sam Pocock is obviously thinking he's going to have to change things, because this is not working at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any movement on the bench though. So
although we say that, and the game can change just in a fraction of a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we know that Cosford have got the players on the pitch who can make a huge difference. That was a really good recovery then from Greg McHale.
Oh, it's another one with cramped.
Yeah, losing the initial challenge.
Robbie Tomlinson just gone down with cramp, but you know he's working really, really hard on his own up top. You know, it's a thankless task when you got a back four and you one up top. You've just got to try and lock pitches off, lock areas off. But
here's Flint again. And O'Rourke. Ball across field from Alex Woodhouse. Aiming for the man he knows is going to be there. Jake Gosling. Lovely play from Gosling. Great control. He's such a joy to watch, this player.
Great player.
And here's Watkins.
Oh.
Goes down, and it's a free kick on the edge of the box. And
I think that's Sean Jennings' game's done.
I think he could well be up for him.
Yeah.
He signalled to the bench. Now,
I think he's done. Cramping up.
Yeah. And it's not surprising.
Yeah, they
have to
really
work
hard,
twice as hard when you don't have the ball, don't you?
Absolutely.
But this is a dangerous position. Great opportunity then for RAF Cosford, who trail this match, as they have done so many times actually in this competition.
Yeah,
they've had to come from behind,
so they
know what it's like to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and they've got so much abundance of talent and goal scorers in their team. So, you know,
Watkins then with the free kick.
Oh,
it's headed in. Oh, and just flicked over the bar.
Golden chance.
It was a golden chance. You wonder whether a header might have been a better option for Flint there, for Niall Flint, but it went over the bar.
Boulmer survived, but I think Tom's now going to have to really start looking at some changes and get some fresh legs on, because I think there's a few tired boys out there, and seeing this game out in for another 25 minutes is going to be a long time. Once that cramp starts setting in, you struggle to get rid of it.
Well, they're having to make a change. Looks like Ricardo Kennedy is the man who's gone off, wearing number 11, and
Sean Jennings being asked to battle on.
Yep. But they have made a change. Thomas then with the goal kick. And you can just see they're slowing it down all the time, aren't they, Boomer?
Yeah.
I don't think they're just holding on for this 1-0 lead, but they're certainly not in any great hurry.
No, and
you can't blame them for that.
Absolutely, and it's that's the dark arts of football. And you know, it's part and parcel of the game. You've got to manage the game. 1-0 up, cup final. Nobody's going to remember how you played. Everyone's going to remember the result.
Well, it's 23 years since they last lifted this RAF trophy. Is it going to happen for them again in 2023? Well, who knows? Here's Jake Gosling, who's doing his very best to make sure that doesn't happen.
Just trying to unlock these doors, isn't he?
Clearance down the field from Ryan Hindle, the goal scorer for Boulmer. McHale still has it, just driving forward, decides to go backwards in the end, finds his captain, Gosling, to Woodhouse. How many times have we said that today?
Yeah.
Woodhouse to Gosling, Gosling to Woodhouse, and here's Gosling again. Is he trying to unlock that defence?
He is.
Oh, and I think this is Max Fox has now gone down.
Yeah, he's
holding
done.
his, looks like his hamstring, and that will be a massive blow to RAF Boulmer.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's going to be able to carry on. That was it wasn't even a tackle, was it? He just went over.
Yeah.
Has he gone over on his ankle, or has he done his thigh? Who knows?
Let's hope so. And that's Robbie Tomlinson, and down again with cramp. I think you know, Tom's going to have to use his bench and dig deep into his squad now. I think Robbie's done, Sean Jennings is done, and you know, let's hope Max is just a
that's cramp.
Is it a bit of cramp? Oh, that's 3 players cramping up. So
I'm not surprised. We saw a lot of that last night as well with the Army Cup final. Big pitches, you know, and these games are so intense. you know, we're watching obviously from a distance from the high angle that we're watching with the camera today, that sometimes you don't appreciate just how much running these guys are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that we don't appreciate is these 4G pitches, because we haven't got enough of them in the country. So, you know, generally the players, I mean, certainly Boulmer yesterday, and I know Cosford, they'll train on grass, which is a different surface, and then you come and play on 4G, and you know, it does take it out of the legs. You know, as much as they're a perfect surface, but they're quite heavy on the old body.
Indeed. But, he's been down now on the deck for some time, has Max Fox, and if they were to lose him, this would be a massive blow to RAF Boulmer. He's been absolutely amazing at the back, marshalled that defence, captain's role that he's played.
Yeah, been solid,
superbly.
Yeah, been solid.
You can't afford to lose players like that. So we hope he's going to be okay, but he's certainly receiving some intensive treatment. Interesting that Robbie Tomlinson is up and about.
Yep. I think we missed that substitution, so just to clarify that, Ricardo Kennedy went off, the number 11, and Cian Taylor came on the 14. So welcome to the game, Cian Taylor.
Benny Basterman says, come on Taylor, rider for Cosford. And that's James Ryder, isn't it? I think.
Yes.
No, the Taylor Ryder, number 14. He's not actually made an appearance yet. So obviously Lenny is hoping that Taylor's going to come on, and I'm sure that there'll be a certain amount of replacements as well for the Cosford team. But they certainly look the brighter at the moment. Niall Flint. It really is attack versus defence, has been for virtually the whole of this second half.
Yep.
As we, I think, expected. Late challenge coming in from...
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting whether Boulmer are going to get deeper and deeper, because they, you know, they can't turn over the ball, so they can't seem to get out at the minute. So it's, you know, it's a long time against this good Cosford side to try and defend every single first and second phase. Yeah. But you know, you just look at the pitch now, and even if Boulmer win it, where's their out ball? You know, how do they get out?
And here comes Gosling, teeing himself up, gets the shot in. Great stop. And it's Cian Taylor, by the way, who's come on for Boulmer.
Yep, for Rickardson.
Number 14. He was the one who committed the foul, and it's him on the ball now.
I think Boulmer are just grateful for some fresh legs on.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, well defended, well turned out.
Still playing well.
There you go.
Now on the break, and that's a real chance then for Taylor.
He's a fresh legs.
He is fresh legs, and no, it's a goal kick.
That's what they needed, just that out ball.
Yeah.
Just a bit of fresh
just to
legs.
relieve the pressure a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go, some more changes. Yep. Good decision. I think we'll probably see, is that Sean Jennings? Is he going off?
No, it's actually the captain. It's Max Fox is going off, isn't it?
So he's obviously not recovered from that,
and
that knock. That's a big blow to Boulmer.
It's a massive blow for them. But, you know, they've had to adapt. So far in this game, you can see that that Max is pretty upset about that. But there's no point in making an injury worse.
No. Who's that? Dave Arscott coming on.
And the captain's armband has gone to Scott Jacobson.
Yeah.
Number 8, and there he is rallying his troops.
Dave Arscott coming on, another veteran, so representing the RAF vets. So talked about bringing fresh legs and new legs on, and we bring Dave Arscott on, bringing vets on.
Yeah, and actually Sean Hindle has gone off too. He's just gone off down to our right here.
Yep.
The goal scorer, will his goal be the only one to separate these two teams in this RAF Cup final? Well, we won't have too much longer to wait. We've had 72 minutes of this match, and a goal after just 2 minutes has separated these two teams. Kevin Lindsay's gone down. He's back up again. But still spraying the ball around are Cosford, confident they can get back playing this game. Woodhouse, he finds Lamb, back to Woodhouse again, flicking it forward, lovely touch from Flint inside the box, and that goes out of play, and it will be a throw-in.
Yeah, well covered there by Elliot Davenport, because Niall Flint was in behind there.
And here's Lamb, puts the cross in, goalkeeper makes it, does well. Those two crucial saves from Owen Thomas, they could just be the difference, couldn't they, this afternoon? Two crucial saves, one in each half to deny.
Yeah, but
Cosford,
you know, that's as a goalkeeper, that's your job. You know, you might have a really quiet game, not see the ball, and called upon for two vital saves. But he's been very good.
Yeah, very confident on the ball too, and they've looked confident on the ball when they have it.
Yeah, absolutely. Been very organised, difficult to break down.
Ben McConnell, by the way, wearing number 12. He's another of the changes that are being forced on Boulmer. That's him trying to make the challenge. Lamb, and here's Woodhouse, and O'Rourke across to Gosling. Jake Gosling then on that right hand side. Every time he gets the ball you think he's going to do something special with it, but it's good defensive play by
again, Elliot
Boulmer, and
another one with cramp.
Another one with cramp. Yeah, Davenport, it's really catching up with these Boulmer players.
Yeah. You know, something else we've got to consider for them. You know, they sat on a coach for 6-7 hours. You know, yesterday afternoon, coming all the way from Boulmer down to Henlow. You know, it's a big old trek all the way from north east.
It is. Thomas then with the kick, the free kick. That's nice play from Jennings.
Well, you're in.
And Cosford have got to be so careful here. They've obviously got to commit everything to attack, but with the fresh legs that Boulmer have got, referee says that was an unfair challenge by Taylor. A lot of urgency then in Sean O'Donnell as he plays that ball down the field looking for Gosling. Ball out of play, throw in to the team in the burgundy shirts.
What's interesting is Cosford, you know, they're chasing this game and haven't really changed their shape. You know, they've just
or their style. No, they're just
continuing to do what they do. You know, I suppose sometimes we'll look at it at the end of the game and go, was it a good decision, or did you need to change the shape, do something different? But you know,
here's Gosling, so dangerous on the ball. Pop shot, possibly. Just looking for that space. Gosling again gets the cross in, headed clear.
Again, great positioning.
And here's the skipper. Trying to line up for the shot, didn't come down for him, didn't fall for him, but he will win the free kick.
Yeah.
Sean O'Donnell.
Yeah. Good.
And this is a dangerous situation. This is a very dangerous position then for the team in the blue and black shirts.
Yeah, be interesting who shapes up to take this, because at the minute it's Woodhouse and he's left-footed, so you know it probably doesn't favour the shot with the delivery. So it looks like probably an outswinger looking to deliver and get something in the attacking players in and around the far post. Or is it going to be a clever little pull into Liam Palmer coming on to strike the ball?
Well, Lenny, your wish has been granted. Taylor Ryder is now on the field, of course. Free kick comes in. It wasn't the best of free kicks, actually.
It was poor, wasn't it?
It was. Didn't make the most of it. But a chance for them again to... An offside flag goes up. So good defensive play again from Boulmer.
But again, it's that quality, wasn't it? You know, it was a great position, great opportunity there for Woody to put a good ball in, and you know, he's hit a really flat ball.
So 77 minutes gone, approaching the last 10 minutes of normal time here. What can Cosford do? Can Boulmer hold out? Good ball through from Jake Gosling, the Gibraltarian international, of course. Professional player in his time.
This is a better position for Woody, or
Gosling even.
Yeah, on the left side, and
just a bit farther out though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's on their favoured side where they can put that in-swinger in now with the left peg.
Taken quickly.
Oh.
Gosling back to Woodhouse. And Gosling again. Still going. Tries to get the shot in, but great defensive work again from Boulmer. O'Donnell with the cross. Aiming for someone in there. The header goes in. Oh, and it hits the crossbar. Would you believe?
It's starting to look like it might not be Cosford's day.
You just sometimes think, don't you, that maybe it isn't going to be their day. And O'Donnell with the header there. It was so close. Couldn't have been closer. Bounces off the top of the crossbar. Would have been a lovely goal.
Yep.
But Boulmer saved once again. Some great goalkeeping, and this time saved by the woodwork.
Robbie's really struggling up top now, isn't he? Robbie Tomlinson. I think he's run his legs off.
Yeah, he has.
He's still you know, the endeavours there, but you can see he's with every action, every movement, he's
he's absolutely given 100%.
Yeah, he's absolutely gone, hasn't he? He's you know,
he's
given
just
110.
But he won't give up, he won't stop. Here's Woodhouse. Aiming for Flint on this left-hand side. And Lamb. Gosling. Looking to make a bit of space for himself. Onto his left foot if he can.
Stand
but
up.
He's still going, gets the cross in, jinks the crossover, but there's a blue shirt there to head the ball clear. And here goes Tomlinson.
Brilliant.
There's great control from him. His legs might have gone, but he's still going. Great work from the centre forward. Just
unlucky.
Didn't quite get it, but that hold-up play was excellent.
Absolutely, but the best thing was the first touch, and then I watched his face and he just grimaced and thought, absolutely, my legs aren't running that way. So he did the right thing. Great hold-up play, and all credit to him. Good tackle, good tackle.
And again, away he goes again, but he's not going to get there before the goalkeeper. He makes the challenge. I've just seen that Jake Gosling has gone down as well, just hobbling a little bit, and that won't help the Cosford cause, will it?
No, I think he felt that one.
Lamb takes the shot, but it gets blocked, and eventually goalkeeper Owen Thomas.
Here comes the second part of the weather. We've had glorious sunshine, now we've got rain.
Yeah. The sunshine and showers here in Oxfordshire today. The sun's certainly shining at the moment on RAF Boulmer as they lead by 1-0, and we're into the last 9 minutes or so of this game of normal time. Well, Jake Gosling wins himself a free kick there, which Alex Woodhouse will take, but he takes it a bit too quickly. And it's connected by Taylor, and you know, all credit to Robbie Tomlinson. Still going, and he's found himself a bit of space. Eventually challenged. Good ball through, aim for Flint. Can he get on the end of it? He's still going. Great control from him. Finds Gosling. Onto his left foot, gets the shot in. Goalkeeper saves it. Well, he fumbled it slightly, but he made the save. And I think he took a bit of a knock as well.
Yeah, he's done really well, and I'm glad he recovered that, because it would have been a really,
it would have been cruel.
Yeah, it would have been, because he's had a great game. Yeah. But again,
long hoof.
just shows you know, the threat that Gozzi offers you.
Anything on his left foot and a bit of space, he'll go for it. But a second win here for Tomlinson. Goes down
again, brilliant
and
play.
He wins the free kick on the edge of the box. This is exactly what RAF Boulmer needed, really.
Yeah.
And he's flat on his back at the moment, is Tomlinson, just trying to grab every second that he can to recover. And they'll be in no hurry to take this free kick, of course, will RAF Boulmer. I'm sure that
no.
Richard Graves, the referee, is keeping a very close eye on the clock. It's been a terrific game in terms of the way it's been played. No bookings, there's been no yellow cards.
No, been really entertaining.
Played in a really great spirit. Good cup final. Free kick comes in, headed across goal.
Strike.
And a strike.
Unlucky.
That's a good rugby shot out of the crowd.
Yeah, that's one each for the sides. I think Liam Palmer had the one earlier for Cosford, and
Kean Taylor there.
That's it.
Someone just shouted, time wasting.
Yeah.
But we do have another ball on the pitch. They have got several footballs here to play with. Oh, that's a lovely 1-2. Going through. Going for the shot there was Ryder. Bit of a fumble by the defence, but get it clear. Ryder goes in again and commits the foul.
Clever foul.
It was a clever foul as far as Boulmer are concerned.
Yep. Time
Running out for them. The last 6 minutes of this game, plus whatever stoppage time referee Graves, Flight Lieutenant Graves, is going to play here. But Boulmer just a few minutes away from what will be an historic victory for them. And the Keith Christie Trophy could be on its way up to the northeast.
Yeah, up to Boulmer.
The trophy, of course, in memory of a legendary RAF coach, Keith Christie.
Yeah, Keith Christie.
Very sadly lost him in 2015, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely, and did a lot for RAF football, and you know, a bit of a legend in the RAF. And thoughts are always when we come to these finals, thoughts are always with him and his family.
Absolutely. But still, some defending for them to do. And here's Jake Gosling. When he has the ball, there's always danger for the opposition. Great control from him. Ball goes inside, inevitably to Alex Woodhouse. Woodhouse plays it cross field to Lamb and Flint. Some great ball players in this Cosford team, but so far not been able to find a way through this blue and black wall. Good control again from Tomlinson, and in the end the defence get the better of him.
Really well defended.
Palmer. Here's King. Holds onto it well. Takes the 1-2, but there'll be a blue shirt there. And in the end, a green shirt of Owen Thomas.
Yep. All about game management now.
It is game management.
4 minutes to go.
Well, I think you could possibly argue it's been about game management from Boulmer since they took the lead.
Yes,
after 2 minutes, but maybe that's stretching it a little bit.
Yeah, but they've done the right things.
They have.
You know, they've defended really well, been solid.
It's so intelligent, their play today.
Distances
but it's
have
not
been
over
good.
yet. Woodhouse, that's a lovely ball forward. Finds Niall Flint. Looking to get past his defence. Challenged by two men. Ball goes back in the end to Lamb. Lamb with the cross. Goalkeeper more than up to it. He goes down with a swallow dive.
Like a salmon.
Yeah. But it's a tactic that a lot of goalkeepers, just about every goalkeeper's using. He attempted the goal kick, the clearance.
It's a bit calmer.
It didn't go the way you wanted.
No.
You just get a sense that maybe Cosford, they've got
one more chance in
it. And certainly another chance on target.
Oh, you're in.
But this is a lovely opportunity now then for Robbie Tomlinson. Closes in on goal. Good defensive work though. Again to deny him. He's treading a lone furrow up there.
Yeah,
and heroic performance from him up front. Just taking the pressure off the boys. And I'm sure that watching from the touch side there, Max Fox, who had to go off with that injury, the captain, is so proud of his boys here, and I'm sure that Station Commander downwards at RAF Boulmer, who hopefully are watching up there, are equally as proud of what their men are doing here down in Oxfordshire today. Still leading 1-0. Just 2.5 minutes of normal time to go, plus stoppage time, of course.
And 2 minutes to survive.
Yep. Well, they have played superbly well against a very talented Cosford team, but they haven't been able to find their way through. Not as yet. I just wonder whether the Cosford team are tiring a little bit as well. Owen Thomas is having a bit of fun with the ball that I'm sure the rest of his team don't particularly want to have.
And I'm sure Tom will be having a heart attack on the sideline with a minute to go. Been watching a bit of De Gea.
Oh, and here goes Tomlinson.
Strike.
Linesman's flag stays down. There were a few looks across to
go to the corner.
The corner, take it into the corner. Good work from Kean Taylor. He's still going.
Really well.
They keep possession. The clock works its way down. They win the throw-in. They've played so intelligently in this match.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, absolutely. They've done stuck to the game plan. You know, and speaking to Tom, prior to the game, he says, if we try and match player for player, you've got to be honest. Cosford have got stronger players, better players, but it's about a togetherness, and that's what his team talk was about. Certainly yesterday, about togetherness, digging in, doing the right things at the right time, and the lads have absolutely done him proud.
Another change being made by RAF Boulmer, and eventually Robbie Tomlinson has had to go off, and he's replaced by the man wearing number 17. That's Kieran Finley, just for these last few minutes. Finley, opportunity, maybe half a chance there, but Daniel Hill, who's basically been a passenger in this second half, picks up the ball. And what can RAF Cosford do? Not panicking, still going, still playing their football with O'Rourke cross field.
And that's the 90 up, so whatever the referee's
Sean
got.
O'Donnell.
Interesting to see what time.
O'Donnell again, shakes off a couple of challenges, wins the free kick.
Maybe one of the last chance saloons to put the ball in the box and really cause Boulmer some problems.
Indeed. The Boulmer have got virtually everyone back. The free kick taken quickly. Here's Woodhouse, he's going to go for goal, but it goes high and wide. And is that the last chance gone? Who knows? We haven't got a board, so we can't tell you how much stoppage time Richard Graves is going to play.
Budget wouldn't stretch. Don't think we've really had any major injuries or anything like that this second half.
It's just been cramp, hasn't it, really, that's caused the issues. Was an injury to the...
Max Fox was probably the longest, so we might get 2 or 3 extra additional minutes, but...
and there's a bit of a hold-up with Owen Thomas, the Boulmer goalkeeper. And also, if you remember, Sean O'Donnell took a bit of a knock as well when they went in for that challenge. So I think we'll probably have 3 or 4 minutes with the changes for substitutions. So all not lost yet.
Put your teeth in, John. Put your teeth in.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, I left them with my cup of tea, which has gone cold now.
Yeah.
Hard work then from
back in
Finley, but referee says that was a foul. So here we go then, with Cosford getting that ball forward quickly. A late challenge, and the referee is going to bring back the substitute. In fact, it's Harry LeBrun who's being spoken to, and going to have his name taken. He's only been on the field for a few minutes. He's the first yellow card that Richard Graves has had to show this afternoon. But I think that might have been for something that he said. That Harry Lebrun has gone into the referee's book. He does add a bit more time, but I suppose it's time the referee will add on. Here come Cosford again, just looking for this equaliser, which they've been doing since the second minute of this match.
Yeah, Diag.
Taylor, ball forward, and Lebrun chases it. He'll hold the play up, he'll take it into the corner, which is the obvious place for him to go. Still holding on to that ball. Oh, well, that's a strong challenge. That will be a free kick as well to Cosford, taken quickly.
Yeah. He's still working hard. He's, testament to the boys. Look,
O'Rourke,
Scotty Jacobson getting across the pitch. Gosling dropping in, trying to affect the game.
And who does he find? Alex Woodhouse. Funny that. Ball goes wide onto the right-hand side. And here's Woodhouse again. Is there another chance? Is there an opportunity for Cosford at this 11th hour to find their way through and win themselves an equaliser?
Again, great defending. I think
referee looking at his watch.
I think
this could be it. We could be very close to RAF Boulmer winning the Keith Christie Trophy, the RAF Challenge Cup, for the first time since the year 2000.
I think he might have just gone across to the goalkeeper and says, the minute you kick this, I'll be blowing the whistle.
And he's not.
What an unbelievable achievement.
Owen Thomas is just winding the team up. And I'll tell you what, if it is 1-0, it's a goal that would have graced any cup final.
Yeah, absolutely. Great finish, wasn't it? And like you say, to score that early in the game, and then, it changes your whole plan because you don't expect to score that early.
Free kick to Boulmer, which is exactly what they wanted.
Yep.
The foul committed by Sean O'Donnell, of all people. Well, we are literally moments away from Tom Richardson and his RAF Boulmer team on the bench, on the sidelines there. The walking wounded as well, including Max Fox, their captain, who was a standout performance until he had to leave the field through cramp or injury. The play still going on here. It's still 1-0 to RAF Boulmer. We're still going. Headed across field. And Ben McConnell there.
Last chance, I think.
Yeah. Ball cleared forward. And here's Gosling. He finds Flint. Still trying to work their way through this wall. Ball goes wide onto the right-hand side. That will be a corner. So still we go.
And keeper's up.
And very quickly.
Here comes keeper.
Alex O'Rourke here, the goalkeeper coming forward.
This is last
Daniel
chance
Hill.
saloon. Everything thrown at everything but the kitchen sink thrown up from Cosford.
Indeed.
Are we going to have a last 10-second drama?
Well, here we go. Goes in. It's cleared. Only temporarily. King gets the cross in, tries to get it in, but it's blocked. He wins the throw in. Still we go.
Referee checks has another good look at the watch. Is this going to be the last action?
And that's another throw in favour of RAF Cosford. Still searching for this equaliser. Deep into stoppage time now.
Another quick 2 looks.
Another throw. Quickly taken. Gosling gets the cross in. Goalkeeper's up.
Well
He's still there. And if Boulmer can get this one clear, a free kick is given.
It's a free kick.
Oh my goodness me.
It's like ice hockey this, with the keeper staying up.
It's such drama here. Are we going to see a late equaliser? Well, given the way we've had our football over the last 24 hours.
Always makes me laugh where they send a keeper up and they leave the player at the back.
Yes. Or maybe his heading's better, I don't know.
Maybe. Last chance saloon, I think.
Well, we've said that several times now.
Yeah,
actually,
we have. Yeah.
Header goes in. Goalkeeper retrieves it, and that is the final whistle.
Yeah.
And would you believe it, RAF Boulmer have won the RAF Cup. Congratulations to them for the first time in 23 years.
Brilliant.
An historic victory for the team from the northeast. They've come down here and they played magnificently, defended superbly against a really talented RAF Cosford team. But it's RAF Boulmer who win the Keith Christie Trophy.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic achievement. But what a credit to RAF football and station football. That's you know, Cosford played a magnificent part in that final, and like we've just commentated on the last sort of 5 or 6 minutes, they've thrown everything by the kitchen sink at Boulmer, and sometimes it's your day. You've defended it resiliently, you've done the right things, you've turned it, etc., etc. And I don't think, to be fair to Cosford, they could have done anything more. They didn't play badly, they played superbly. But like you say, when it's your day, and that's the beauty of cup finals.
Well, there have been some amazing performances. Maybe we can look back at the goal that separates these two teams. And it came just after 2 minutes, and it was a brilliantly taken goal as well. And quite a lot of confusion in the box there. But it was Ryan Hindle who managed to get that final touch, kick the ball into the net. It was a goal to justify any cup win, and well, it's the one that has separated the two teams. It came obviously from a corner and flicked across, and he rifled it in. There was nothing that the goalkeeper could do about it at all, that Daniel Hill could do to stop it. And well, it seems like an awfully long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, second minute, wasn't it? So we had 88 minutes of pressure from Cosford, but just a great game and a great showcase.
It was.
Two conflicting sort of styles of play, but on a cup final, like they say, the underdog sometimes always, they have their day.
Well, what an absolute credit to Sergeant Tom Richardson, who, as you said, well. He's your assistant, isn't he, in the RAF setup?
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy, and he takes his football extremely serious. Hence the preparations, like I said, and it's not me swaying towards Boulmer in any way, shape, or form. But I had the privilege of sitting in with them yesterday, and his preparations were meticulous. And I know how hard he works for me with the work we do with the senior representative side. So I hope he's learnt something from the SRT environment, and obviously implementing it at station level, but it's a credit to see young coaches, young managers, and taking a very small unit, small station like Boulmer to take on the mighty giants of RAF Cosford. So
absolutely. And well, Cosford came here, and obviously they were looking to retain that trophy, and certainly something that Sam Pocock said. He says we don't want to forget that trophy, because they had to obviously hand it over to the RAF Football Association last week for it to be brought down here today, and so we didn't want to be doing that at all. We want to take it back with us to Cosford. Well, it's not going to go back to Cosford. It's going to go up to the northeast and to RAF Boulmer, and I think that the scale of this performance, is not to be underestimated, as you said, from the way that they have performed here, but also for the fact that it's just such a long time, and no one really expected it, I think, did they? I mean, they sort of crept up on this competition in many ways, but if you look at how well they've done in the competition, how well they've done in this year's Challenge Cup, they've played extremely well, and worked their way through to the final. That 7-1 victory over Valley in the first round, then a convincing win on a long day, and it was Dawson. And we talked about Sam Dawson, obviously with his partner about to have a baby, Erin. And Erin, that if that wasn't incentive enough, then what is for you to give birth? But congratulations, and hopefully everything goes really well for you. And well, it will be a great way to celebrate, wouldn't it, for the team? I know they were all thinking about him. So, and in fact, he scored, I think, in all rounds of the competition, because they then had a 2-0 victory over RAF Waddington with Dawson and an own goal securing victory. They then went to RAF Lossiemouth and won by 4 goals to 2. Again, Dawson scoring, Corporal Fox, Corporal Hindle, and another own goal saw them through to the semi-final, and a 4-1 victory over RAF Digby. So they've scored plenty of goals but they knew how to defend as well.
Yeah, they did. And like you say, if you defend effectively, you only need the one to win. And that's what they did. But what's really, really encouraging is what it means to these players. Everyone can say, oh, it's it's a station football. It's but it's the RAF Cup, and it means something. So you can see the elation on Boulmer's faces, and the dejection of on the Cosford team. It means something to them, and it's it's important that we carry on this ethos and long traditions of station football and supporting these very prestigious trophies and prestigious tournaments.
Well, you say it, Andy. It's 1921 when the RAF Cup was first competed for, not long after the RAF was founded. So it's a huge amount of tradition, and they've not won it very often, actually, of Boulmer. I think I'm just looking down the list, but certainly the last time they won it was back in the year 2000. So the presentations are about to be made. I don't think there's actually officially a player of the match. If you were, and this is putting you on the spot slightly, but if you were choosing a player of the match, who would you go for today? Because there's so many heroic performances, great performances from RAF Cosford as well in their attacking intent, but some great work at the back, particularly from Boulmer today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've already singled him out, and unfortunately he went off injured, but I thought Max Fox was absolutely outstanding today. But to be honest with you, the player that's really, really impressed me, and it's again, we always talk about Jake Gosling and what an unbelievable player he is, etc., etc. So to keep him quiet is a real feat, and I was really impressed with Reece Uni. I just thought his athleticism, the way he defended, and then obviously Jake in the first half, he looked after him, and then they put sort of Flinty out against him, who you're thinking, all right, I've got rid of Jake, and now you're going to stick Niall Flint against me with a bit of pace and trickery, and I thought he was exceptional. So a couple of unsung heroes.
Absolutely, with the excellent officials today, Richard Graves, Anthony Wilson, Kyle Turner, and fourth official Chris Arnell receiving their awards from the officials on duty today, and it'll now be time. I think obviously we can't hear what is being said, but it's time now for the little presentations to be made to all of those players who have given so much today. And don't forget as well the plate final, which was won earlier on by RAF Odium, beating RAF Whitton by 3-0.
Yeah,
we've had two good matches here.
Brilliant.
On this 4G pitch, and who knows, this time next year this might not be a 4G pitch if Oxford City win their playoff on Sunday. She said this pitch is going to be dug up and they'll have to replant it in with a grass pitch.
With a grass pitch, yeah. But I think also a special mention goes to the sponsors, and as we're looking there, the Security Cloud.
I think the Player of the Match award is being given.
Oh, there you go.
And it's to Owen Thomas.
2 big saves, wasn't there?
Yeah, 2 big saves, and they were absolutely crucial. But player of the match, it's a team game, but he's obviously delighted with that. In fact, it was the 3 para goalkeeper last night who won the player of the match in the Army Cup final.
So a week of goalkeepers.
It was indeed.
Yeah, brilliant.
As the Cosford team go and receive their runners-up medals. Obviously not the medals that they would have wanted to have collected today, but nevertheless they played their part in a terrific game. And just seeing Jake Gosling collecting his medal there, someone's actually said about him, constantly grinning for no apparent reason.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Well, just loves football, doesn't he?
He loves to play, and he's such a great character as well. He's been on the winning side so many times, both for his station, his units, for obviously for his country as well, for Gibraltar, and also for the RAF too, and UCAF as well. Mustn't forget that as well. Of course, they've got matches coming up as well as we head into June, and so the awards being presented for the runners-up go to RAF Odium, and now it's going to be the turn of RAF Boulmer to receive their medals. And here we go.
Yeah, and I know they're going to celebrate. I know they've all booked a hotel. They're off out into Reading tonight. So
wow, what a place to go and celebrate.
Yeah, they're all going out as a squad. Unfortunately, worst thing is Tom can't go with them.
I can think of worse places than Reading to go to celebrate. I really can.
Yeah. Fortunately, Tom can't go. He's so the manager won't be going. He's at the we're at the RAF Sports Awards tonight.
The RAF Football.
Yeah,
the RAF Football Awards. Yeah.
So,
well, good luck with those.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you presenting them, or are you going to be receiving one? Do you think? Manager of the year?
No idea. But yeah, it's not about me. It's about the players and the representation about everybody. But we've got certainly some managers, players, and it'll be nice to see the ladies squad there, and the under-23s, and also the senior rep team, and all the representation from station and trade teams, etc., etc. So should be a good night. Few beers to celebrate how RAF football's gone this year.
Well, what a great way to see the players there. What a great moment for them to receive these winners' medals now as the RAF Cup winners for 2023. They're receiving their trophies as well, the coaching staff as well, as you say, and they've done so well today, and I'm sure there's a huge welcome awaiting them at their station when they do eventually get back from their celebrations that they have in Reading. And I think very, very shortly we'll have that trophy presented, and here it is. So their triumphant captain, Corporal Max Fox, is about to raise the trophy after a couple of photographs. Here we go. Great moments. And there we are. You can't replicate those. Warmly applauded by RAF Cosford. They are the champions. So with those celebrations in mind, that's where we're going to end our coverage here from Oxford City today. Thank you so much indeed for joining us. We're getting lots of messages coming through, of course, now. Lenny Basterman says, well done to both teams, brilliant to watch, so proud of Taylor. Absolutely right. And as the players leave the field, from me, John Knighton, thanks indeed to Andy Cookie Kutcher, who's joined me again, the RAF's head coach. My thanks as well to Lewis Barkley, and also to Scott, who's been looking after our engineering matters here, production matters, and back in the office and back in our control room, back at home. Thanks indeed to Sarah, and also to Chris looking after things there. But from me, John Knighton, and all the team, don't forget to join us on Saturday, where we've got the Army Navy rugby to look forward to. But from all of us here, it's a very good afternoon.
Big